Okay. How about that? Sometimes I have to plug in and re-plug in the microphone and I see it's there. Hopefully we did it. Oh. Yay. Jeez Louise. Sometimes I'm just like, let me not check every single little bit. Stress. Thanks for letting me know, you two. That's the worst when we don't have sound. What I really love is that I was just kind of talking to myself for the first 5 minutes. Whoops. All right. Okay, there we go. I've got some sound in my AirPods. So let me share with you what I'm listening to. It's an older playlist because, what's up, Sharon? What is up? Yeah, don't mind the little tappity taps next door. We're just fixing a door in the house. Come on, baby, wake up for me. Well, this is the good part about logging on early, am I right? We get all the weird kinks worked out together. Hey, Jasna, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. Ooh, I like this one too. Can't decide what I want to listen to. I like this one because it has Gang of Four on it and Portishead and Radiohead. Oh, good morning, Jessica. Amazing, all the way from Croatia. Welcome. That's great. So is it nighttime in Croatia? I would love to learn. I'm a little unfamiliar with the time zone you've got there. All right, I'm gonna attach this. 5:30 p.m. Great. That's a perfect time to take some yoga. Just before dinner or after dinner if you're an early eater. All right, so I just posted a suggested playlist. You can always listen to, vibe on nothing or your own music. I unfortunately can't stream music on YouTube just because of copyright things. But that's what I'm going to be listening to during class. And this is going to be a fun class. This is going to be a challenging class. We're going to be working on a lot of splits, and we're going to work through some squatting positions to try and get us into some pistol squats and some things like that. So know that if pistol squats aren't in your repertoire, this is still going to be a great class because we're going to work on the mechanics leading up to it. Hey, Ashley. Yay. So just in case you need them, 2 blocks can be really helpful and a strap. So I've got those props here with me. We're gonna do a pretty lengthy warm-up with the strap. Really anything can work for this. If you have a towel or a belt, anything really will help you. And then when we get into some of the lunging work, you may not need these or you may prefer to work with them, but they can be really helpful to help make your arms feel a little bit longer. And when we get towards pistols, I'll show you a variation you can do with the blocks. So we'll just have those things ready for us. All right. I always forget that when I wear this bodysuit, it's kind of hard for me to decide where I want to put my microphone. So that you can hear me the best. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to do this? I don't know if I am. I'm a little scared for myself. I don't want that to scare you. Don't be afraid. All right. So I'm just going to go to the top of that playlist that I popped in the chat. Is that Shayla? Hi, Shayla Rose. Yay. The gang's all here. So again, if you're just hopping on, I'm just going to quickly go over what we're going to be doing in class. I feel better that you say that now. Yeah, believe me, doing some of the stuff that we're going to work on today is relatively new mechanics of movement for me because I had to do a lot of rehab on my knees. My knees were real funky. Hey, Jelena, good morning. So again, we're going to be working on your legs a lot. We're going to be going through split leg positions with, I don't want you to feel really intimidated by the word split. Anytime your legs separate, consider that a split. Yeah, so we'll just start from there. And then we're going to be working on the function of a squat. So we're going to be working on the flexion of your knees, the flexion of your ankle, and the strength right here in the front, right where your tib fibs are, and your ability to work through your core, because I feel like a lot of people think, oh, this is so leg heavy, but your legs and your core really work in symphony together, and that will be really evident as we go through these different styles of movement with a heavy focus on yoga asana. So if you're ready to go, I say let's get ready to go. Blocks at the top if you need them, straps by your side if you need them. We're gonna start laying down on the ground on your back. Yeah. And your legs can be in any position that you want, or they can be wide, knocking together. I like this position a lot for my back. If your hips feel like they need a little love, soles of the feet together, knees wide. And I really want to open up my lungs and my shoulders here. So I'm going to take my arms straight up above my head. All right, and we're just going to take a breath here. That's it. I want you to let your legs, your torso, your arms be very passive, because everything else in this class is going to be incredibly active. So let's savor the moment here. All right, last 2 breaths. Whew. And we're all going to meet with our feet on the ground and our knees pointing straight up to the sky. So let's do that now. I'm going to close up here. Walk my feet to a hip width distance. Feet are parallel, so pointing straight to the front. Let's go up into a bridge. Arms nice and long by your side. Hips are going to lift. Now I want you to feel yourself posterior tilt here. So lengthen the tailbone underneath, gain space into the front of your hip flexors. Excellent. Now try to evenly distribute on your feet. Lift up your heels high, maintain that distribution. Starting from your upper spine, roll yourself down to the ground. Now, once your low spine makes contact with the earth, I do want you to maintain that connection. Lift your feet up into a reverse tabletop position and then extend your legs up to the sky. Circle out your ankles. Nice. I'm just separating my legs because it feels really good. All right, arms by side body. Again, legs are going to go straight up. Start to work them towards the front of your space. Bend into the knees, planting the feet on the ground. Lift up into your bridge again. So we're going to be doing these kind of back and forth compound movements. Heels lift up nice and high. Roll yourself down, one backbone at a time. Low spine presses. Reverse tabletop. Lengthen the legs up, circle ankles. My shit sounds like Rice Krispies treats, you guys. Oh my God. I don't know what the Croatian equivalent of Rice Krispies treats are. You'll have to let us know, okay? All right, lengthen the legs to the front. Hold, bend, feet to the ground, lift. Last time going through this, elevate through the heels, roll down one backbone at a time. Press low spine into the ground, take the legs into reverse tabletop. Nice. Lengthen the legs up towards the sky. One last round of circles so that your ankles are nice and warm, because we're going to need a lot of flexion, a lot of activation. All right. Now I want you to just keep the right leg up to the sky. Lengthen your left leg towards the front of your space. Hold that separation. Keep pushing low spine into the ground. Hold it for 3. Good for 2. And 1. Bend into the left knee. Feel that left foot plant relatively close to your butt. I want you to see if you can push up into a single-legged bridge from here. Good. Hold and maintain the single-legged bridge 10 seconds. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips down. Left leg comes up. Good. Right leg goes forward. Separate. I like to flex my feet on these separations. I feel like it helps me push my low spine into the ground. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Right foot is going to bend. Plant that foot onto the ground as close as you can to you. Push into the right foot. Lift up your hips. Ooh. Squeeze through the right butt cheek. Elevation through that left leg. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the low back back onto the ground. Both legs back up to the sky again. Let's place your fingertips into your knee pits. Bend into your knees. Curl up the head, neck, and shoulders. Rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Warm up the spine. Now you can take these rocks and rolls, landing up in a balanced position. I know that we worked through these last week. You can work those balances with or without the hands. Obviously, without the hands is more difficult. Last 3, Good, last two, and we're gonna roll through to tabletop. Last one. Listen, you can cross your shin bones, roll forward, or if that's not your cup of tea, you can sit off to one side. And then work through your cat-cows from here. A couple rounds, reaching the heart space forward, breath in. Exhale, rounding and contracting. Good. Continue your cat-cows. And your cat-cows can take other forms too. So you can just, again, work through your opens and your close. Hey, Adrian, yes, welcome, mama. You can also do your full body rolls. So again, boop, boop. Or you can circle through the chest. Don't be afraid to bend the elbows if you're going to do that version. You can kind of like sync all those together too. Do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. You've got 15 more seconds. And then we're gonna meet back in a downward facing dog. All right, last round or two to balance everything out. And then I want you to tuck your toes, lift your hips, take yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Now, once you're in your downward facing dog, take a couple pedals as well. In 10 seconds, we're gonna work our high plank to downward facing dogs. Oh my God. Every time it's the first one, I'm just like, holy shit, I love being here. All right, my loves, let's work through those high planks to down dogs. You can just move forwards and backwards. Very standard, right? Make sure that when you come forwards, you're pushing away from the ground and finding spinal protraction. You can make this a lot more colorful by lifting your heels, rolling a contraction forwards, and then pulling back. And you can add even more texture, loveliness to that by rolling yourself all the way through into an upward facing dog. Now, I like to do this with my feet just a little bit wider because that feels good, yeah? Now, it's a lot on the wrists if you're doing the one with the up dog. So if you're like, no thanks, ma'am, no worries. We've got 3. Last 2. Nice. Finish off that last one. And meet me back into your down dog. Now both heels lift. I want you to bend your knees, compress and hold. Imagine like you're wrapping the insides of your elbows up to the ceiling and really plug in through your shoulders. Hold that for 3, for 2, so good. And lengthen out your legs back into down dog. We're gonna repeat that 2 more times. Heels high, compress. Hold your compression. Huge strengthener, huge stretcher for the shoulders. 3, 2, lengthen out the legs. Hey, last one that I'm getting you off your hands. Lift the heels, bend the knees. This time I want you to look forward and we're gonna step forward into a standing fold at the top. Whew. All right, feet hip width distance and parallel. Hang heavy, grab for elbows, wrap around the backs of the legs. Do whatever you need to do to get a little spinal decompression here. Sometimes I like to take my hands to the back of my head and do an extra heavy dangle. Two more breaths. And really slowly, let's roll ourselves up to standing. Oh my goodness. Feet are gonna walk together. Tailbone is gonna lengthen down. We're in our standing mountain pose. Now I'm gonna face you because here's what I want you to do with your arms. I want you to reach them both up to the sky, bend into your elbows and grab for opposing elbows. Lift through your chest, and I want you to move a little bit side to side, feeling a stretch into your lats. There's a slight bit of back bend that I have going on, so if you're like trying to resist that, don't. Give in. Do that little bit of back bend. Ugh. And then let's forward fold, taking it all the way back down to the ground. Inhale, find a halfway lift, lengthen through your spinal column. Step back into a high plank. Now we're gonna go through our first chaturanga here. Glide forward, bend the elbows to 90, knees can touch. You can continue your way down, do your low cobra, or press all the way up into your upward facing dog. And then back into downward facing dog. Hold in that down dog. 2 breaths. We're gonna repeat the process of these sun A's. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm gonna talk you through it. I'm gonna kind of move a little bit with you. Use your next inhale to lift up your heels. Your exhale to bend your knees. Look to the front. Inhale, step forward into your half lift. It's hard, it's one movement though. And then exhale, forward fold, take it down. Rise all the way up to standing, arms reach up. Good, exhale, arms come by your side body, samastitihi. Inhale, reach the arms back up. See if you can grab for those elbows again, maybe opposite in front. Lift through the chest, nice. And then release, forward fold, take it all the way back down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Same lengthening process. Exhale, fold to plant your hands. You can step back, even jump back, moving through your chaturangas. Now, if you're jumping back, please land with bent elbows. We're all gonna take a couple breath reset and down dog, and then we're gonna repeat this process one more time. Yeah. All right. Third breath is going to be the one that moves you. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, compress, bend your knees. Inhale, make your way to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, arms by side body, samastitihi. Inhale, arms reach up again, grabbing for your elbows. Lift through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Good, halfway lift. Chaturanga. Remember those jump backs? Try to land light, you're in the library. Back to downward facing. Again, a 3-set breath. Good. Use this last round of breath to lift up your right leg. We're gonna try to keep it nice and square. This is gonna be one of our first major split leg positions, yeah? Splits happen in all forms. Think less about having to take the split into your back. Just isolate it into the hamstring. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose. Step through into your low lunge position. Now here's where blocks can be handy if you need some go-go gadget arms. We're gonna dip the left hip down, open up through the chest, and exhale, hamstring stretch. Pull the right leg back and draw the toes towards your face in dorsiflexion. Inhale, bend into your knee again, open the chest, and exhale, pull back. We're gonna do that 3 more times. I want you to get really open in the hip flexors and hams. Good, last one. All right. Now from this straight leg position, I want you to bend into the right knee, move your blocks or hands forward, and step forward into standing fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bend into your knees and sit back into a tiny little kindergartner chair. From here, sweep the arms up in front of you or take them right to your heart center. So this is one of our first chairs. I hope the kindergartner chair analogy works for you, because that's what I have to do in my brain to even get my ass close to what I think I need to be in a chair for. 5 more seconds. Stay in that chair position. 3. Good. Last 2. And 1. Let's come all the way up to standing. Both arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold, take it down. Good. Halfway lift, lengthen. I want you to hold right here and bend your left leg like you're a little flamingo. 1 inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back and start to bend your right knee. Once the left toes make contact with the earth, try to plant your hands and step or extend the right leg back behind you through Ekapada. Upward facing, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Left leg is gonna lift this time. Again, try to keep this split out of your back and isolate it into the hamstring. Oh, it's so hard. Why is it so hard to not rely on the other parts of my body? Big breath in. Exhale, let's bring your left foot between your hands. Ugh. All right. Use your blocks if you did so on the other side. I'm gonna kind of use them like training wheels and slowly take them off for myself. All right, so we're going for a little additional hip flexor here, letting it sink towards the earth. And then pull it back, lengthen through the left leg, finding your dorsiflexion here in this front foot. I know my block is obscuring it, so I'll show you one more time. All right, we're going for a total of 5. Inhales and exhales. Don't forget to use your breath. I know, we got 2 more. All right. Once you finish that last lengthening, here comes that transition. Bend into the left knee, arms or blocks. Step it forwards, forward folds. Halfway lift. Bend your knees, kindergartner chair. Arms reach up, torso can lift a bit for your Utkatasana chair pose. Yeah. Now this is a good one to work because we're working the flexion in the knees, we're working the flexion in the ankles, and those tib fibs are turning on. You've got 5 more seconds. Again, arms forward, hands at heart, whatever you like. 3. Good, last 2. And 1, forward folds, taking it all the way down. All right, now right leg is gonna kick in towards your butt. You're in this little flamingo fold. And here's how I want these 2 parts of your legs to work in cohesion. Extend the right leg back and bend your left leg at the same time. Stepping back into your lunge. High to mid plank can follow. Upward facing. Nice work. Downward facing dog. Okay, let's make things more complicated, shall we? Because that's how I do it. Right leg lifts, hip opens. With or without a bent knee, up to you. Just try to press equally into both of your hands so that there's not too much torque in the spinal column. Now let's square off. Draw the knee in towards your nose. Step through to your low lunge. Really feel the hip dip, open the chest, with or without your blocks. And then just pull back into 1 hamstring stretch. Nice. Rebend into the front knee, step the left foot forward, standing fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose. This time with your exhale, I want you to swing both of your arms back behind you. Nice work. Rise all the way up to standing. Left leg is going to lift up. Now I do want you to flex this left foot. Arms reaching up, they can be a goalpost even onto your hips. We're just gonna try to work this quad strength right here. I want you to extend and bend. Extend and bend. Sometimes I like to touch the muscle to feel it. Last 3. Good, last 2. And let's keep that heel tucked in towards your butt. Start to hinge forward, almost like you're going into that same flamingo position. Start to bend your standing leg once you kind of get past that halfway point. Step back into your low lunge, high to mid plank. Upward facing. Yeah. Exhale, downward facing dog. Party time, other side. Left leg lifts. Hip opens with or without bent knee. Equal pressure, both hands, always. Unless intentional, of course. All right, let's square it off. Knee to nose, step it through low lunge. Dip the hip, open the chest. Oh, that feels good. Hamstring stretch, pull back. Rebend into the front knee. Let's step right foot forward, standing fold. Halfway lift. Nice, exhale, fold. Now let's bend into the knees, tiny kitty chair, meow. And we'll sweep the arms back. Great. All the way up to standing. Now your right leg is lifted. Arms can be out by side, boom, boom, hands on hips. We're going for those leg extensions on the right. Hello, right quadricep. Kick and bring it in. Now what I want you to be really mindful of is, do other parts of your body start doing dumb shit when you're doing this extension? I can already tell my body wants to do all sorts of silly stuff. 2. Last one, keep the heel plugged into your butt. Start to move forwards. Once I get close to that like halfway lift spine, I'm gonna start to bend my standing leg. Step it to the back, high to mid, ekapada, upward facing, and exhale, downward facing. You guys, so good. We're gonna go through one more time and add in one of our mean transitions for today, okay? Right leg is going to lift. Now I want the hip to open. For sure, let's bend the knee. If you want, drop this right foot behind you, roll open into your flip dog. Yes. Let's bring it back around. Right knee comes into chest. Step through low lunge. Dip the hip open. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Good. Rebend into the front knee. I want you to see if you can step all the way up into single-legged mountain from here. So left foot is gonna lift. Good. Work your extension. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Listen up. Let's take this left leg, swing it back behind you. Work into your warrior 3. If you need it, bend into this right leg a little bit till you can get nice and even. And then press through that right leg. Arms can be back, at hips, forward if you're totally feeling sadistic today. Last 3, last 2. We're stepping back to a new shape, high crescent. Both arms are reaching up to the sky. Now all we're gonna do here is open up into a twist and then return all the way back up. Nice, open up into a twist again, same exact side. And all the way back up. Minimal disturbance in the lower half of your body, okay? Bring it all the way back up. Inhale, breath. Exhale, take it down to the ground. Once you plant, you can step back. Same thing, high to mid. We meet back in downward facing. Just enough to catch our breath. Before we go into side 2, left leg lifts. Hip opens, knee bends. drop backs. Left foot plants behind you, but I'm very much so on the ball of my foot. Really good work to stabilize into a single shoulder here. 3, 2, and we'll bring it back through. Big step through, low lunge with that left foot in front. Dip the right hip, open chest. And pull back into that hamstring stretch. All right, here comes that dreaded step up. You can break it down like we did before, or bend into the knee. Push and lift. Right leg extends, static hold. Yikes. 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Let's swing it back like a pendulum. Going into our warrior 3. Now you can bend your standing leg to make life a little bit easier. But then I want you to try to press through. Arms can be by side. They can be on hips or forwards. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Big step back, high crescent. All right, so we're just going through your arms now. Open twist to the left. And swing it back up. Oh, that feels good on my hip flexor. Open up again. Left arm takes that big stroke down and back up. Last time. Down, around, and up. Inhale, breath. And exhale, hands to the ground. High to mid plank. Upward facing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. All right. I want you to look back at your feet. We're going to take a little break. Walk the feet to the width of your mat. And then I want you to turn the heels in towards each other. So this is technically a turnout with the legs. And push back through that down dog in a turned out position. Great. Let's lift your heels again. Turn them back to parallel. Walk your hands the rest of the way back. Turn the heels in again, toes out. Work down into your Malasana squat. Try to get long through your spine. Push your elbows into your inner thighs. Open up the chest. Yeah, this is good. All right. So we're going to be doing a couple rounds of squatty squat squats here. We're going to try these externals, hooray. And then for my friends that want a challenge, we're going to try with them parallel and close together to really work on the depth and the flexion that you need for pistols. So first, we're going to press all the way up from here to standing. Give it a little squeeze up top and take it back down. Press up and back down. Now I want you to go really slow and study what your legs are doing with their weight distribution. Notice if you start to rock your weight inside to the arches, try to keep pushing them to the outer edges of the feet. Now, I have like a weird jujitsu accident that happened here. I don't know what I did. Accidentally kicking somebody? I don't know, but it always feels a little strange here. So I like to just focus on my technique. Up and down. All right. We're going to do one more. I want you to meet me all the way up to standing. And then see about turning your feet into parallel. Now, if you're like, girl, I just know the parallel feet ain't gonna work for me, then you can just hang out and take a fold and enjoy your life, yeah? Let's actually all fold and enjoy our lives for a second. And then we'll meet at the bottom half of the squat. So if you're willing to try this with me, bend into your knees and see if you can even comfortably sit like that. So same depth as your malasana, except the feet are pointing forwards. I'm about hip width distance. All right, let's take it up to standing. Oh, shit. All right, I'm gonna try 4 more, that's it. Down. Eee. And up. 2 more. Great, last one. And we'll meet on the down. Hands touch the ground, forward fold. Now lean most of your weight into your left foot and let's do a dancer's foot stretch. Come onto the tops of your toes of your right foot. Stretch out the top of your ankle. If you get a cramp, just go to the bottoms of the toes and just work on your releve position, okay? So either releve or dancer's point. Good. Flatten the right foot. Either go releve on the left, really pushing the top of the ankle forwards, or top of the foot dancer stretch. So get onto those points. This is my flat foot, so I always need to do this a little bit longer. All right, let's flatten that left foot down. Collectively, we're gonna walk forwards into a high plank. Good, lean forward, bend into your elbows. Come onto the tops of the feet, working into your up dog. Now see if you can keep your feet just like this. Press yourself back up into a high plank on the tops of your feet. Nice. Hold that shit. We've got a down dog. Same thing on the tops of the feet. 3, 2, and push back. Now, if you're just dying, if you're like, girl, this just, hell no, then roll over your damn feet and put your damn feet on the ground again. Or hold this ankle stretch for 3. Good for 2. I roll over 1 at a time because I'm a weenie. 1 and 2. Now hold that downward facing dog. 5 breaths. And then we're gonna get into some meaty meat babies for these last 20 minutes. Get your asses ready. All right, last 2 breaths. Nice. Now I want you to use your last breath, the inhale, to lift your right leg. Same thing, open the hip, let that feel glorious. You can turn it out, drop it back, do that same flip position. Whew. And let's bring it back through. Right leg extends up to the sky. Knee to nose, step through low lunge. Dip your left hip towards the earth. Instead of stepping all the way up into that single-legged mountain, we're gonna step into our standing splits. Now, blocks can be really helpful here if you need them. You can be on the ground. Because I'm a dancer and I just love working my turnout, I like to let myself do my turnouts and then bend into my standing leg, try to square it off and maintain that square as best I can. Now, usually what I see within myself is a lazy top leg, so really work on lengthening through that top leg. 5 seconds, 3, 2, and let's go knee to calf taps. Give it a tap, lift it back up. Nice, 4 more. 3. Come on, bitch. 2. I'm talking to myself, of course. Last one, I want you to try to hold. Good, now feel something for me. Are you dumping all your weight into your right hip? Give a little buoyancy, a little bit of core. See if you can bring your hands to your heart. Yikes. Hold it for 3. My tits are literally eating my microphone. 2. And let's push all the way up to standing. Very good. Now let's hike that leg up a little higher. See if you can grab for a toe. Kick the leg forwards. Padangusthasana A. Let's take it into Padangusthasana B, out to the side. That's it, back to center. And I want you to bend your right leg halfway, almost like you're in a chair. Good, 3. That's it, 2. Release that toe on 1. Take it through your warrior 3. Right leg lengthens, left leg goes behind you. Take a big step back, high crescent. Holy shit, my right calf. Now open up into your twist to the right. If you want, take this right arm behind you and work into this exalted position. You can even work down and grab for your calf or even your ankle. All right, bring yourself all the way back up. Both arms reach up to the sky and take the hands down to the ground. Pieces. High to mid plank, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Good, hip opens. Bent or noir, drop it back. Lift through the chest. And let's take you back through. Left leg nice and high. Knee to nose, step through low lunge. Dip through the hip, open up through your chest. And let's rise into our standing splits. Same thing, blocks can be the best of assistance. You can work down towards the ground. I like to really take my time working into these. Square off, bend into the standing leg, make friends, and then really work the extension of your top leg. Okay, let's take our taps. Right knee to left calf. And standing split. Tap and split. 3. 2. Last 1. Hey, we have to hold the knee to calf now. Same thing, notice if you're totally dumping in that hip, hold a little buoyancy, bring hands to heart. Hold it 3. Hold it 2, and 1. Let's bring it all the way up. Yikes. Grab for right big toe, Padangusthasana A. And Padangusthasana B, out to the side. Good, bring it back to center. Reach the left arm forwards. And bend your left leg a little bit. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Release, working through your warrior 3. Wow, I want to throw my whole left foot in the trash right now. 1 more inhale. Good, step back. Both arms reach up to the sky. I really do want to throw my whole foot in the trash. Open up into your twist. I'm going to widen out because that was really shaky on the other side. Now move into your exalted. You can have a lot of depth. Going back to the calf. Nice. Bring yourself back up. Both arms high. And take it down. Move through your high to mid. Upward facing. And back into downward facing dog. Now again, reset in that breath. And this last couple rounds, I want to offer up a different transition for you guys. So we're gonna try to go hopping into this bad boy. Right leg is going to lift, and we're going to do what's called a kick switch. So I'll demo it for you. Leg high. You'll hop, switch, so that the right foot is on the ground. Yeah? Wanna try it? Give it a whirl. I know it's tough. Kick switch. Extra credit if you can hold it in a handstand and really slowly bring the right foot down. But of course, that's fucked up, isn't it? Oh, saved by the bell. Now let's do our little split taps again. Only 3, 2, or 1. Hold the tap. Now you have an option. You can go straight up to your standing position, single-legged mountain, or join me on the very bottom of a pistol. Take an inhale, bottom of the pistolers. Exhale, bring it all the way up. So we're all here, holding on to the left foot, Padangusthasana A. Open up into your Padangusthasana B. Good, take it back to center. Release the foot, step back, high crescent twist. Exalted. And with your exhale, let's go all the way down into a low lunge twist. You can step back into a side plank, or grab for your toe. Roll it into your Padangusthasana side plank. Padangusthasana side planks can then turn into flips. And then you can move through your high to mid. Upward facing. And downward facing dog. All right. You guys, so good. Here we go. Last big round. Left leg is gonna lift. We're gonna try to go for that kick switch. You'll bend the right knee, hop, switch midair at the top, trying to land in that standing split. Again, you'll get a little extra credit if you try to hop into your split leg handstand. Slowly bring it down. That's a tough one. Sometimes I got it. Sometimes I don't. All right, so once we're on our splits, let's do our 5 taps. Last 3, 2. I know it's coming and I'm dreading it. Last 1. Now you can bring it all the way up to standing or step all the way through to the bottom of a pistol. Oh, this one's gonna be so nasty for me, I can already tell. All right, take a breath in. Exhale. Oh, fuck you, pistols. All right, Padangusthasana A, we did it. Take it out to the side, Padangusthasana B. Just warning you, cussing is the only way I get through a class like this, okay? It has to happen. Take it back to center. Release. 3. And back into your high crescent. Open up into a twist. Exalted. And let's take it all the way down. Right hand on the ground. You can just step back into your side plank. Or you can grab your toe, roll into your Pada, Gustasana, side plank. Good, these can drop back. And then you can take it through your very last high to mid, upward facing, and downward facing. Now let's walk our feet to the center. Bring yourself up to standing. Step out into a wide position. You guys are doing so good. All right, we're going into a wide-legged fold. This is why I hate doing yoga with clean hair. My shit goes wild everywhere. Okay, in that wide-legged fold, hands can grab anywhere that's accessible. Ankles, toes, on the ground, on your blocks. Hey, listen, if you're still here, wow. I hope you're as sweaty as I am. I hope I'm not just the only special one feeling really worked by this whole flow. I don't think so. I think we're all probably a little dead after that. All right. Now I want you to go into kind of like a halfway lift. Walk the feet in just a little bit so that they're wider than hip width distance, but not so wide. Walk the hands over to your left. See if you can lift this right leg up off of the ground. Good, maybe you lift it up till it's even with the hip. Maybe you open up even more, almost into like tilt area. I'm not really a good tilter, so. Okay, let's bring it back down. Woo! Yikes, my outer butt. And we're gonna go to the other side. So bend into the right knee. Lengthen it out. Start to think, oh God, what is it gonna take to lift my left leg? It's definitely gonna take my firstborn. Okay, lift, I'm just kidding. I don't even have kids. But pie is definitely my baby. All right, so toes turning out. It can lift up even higher, just depending on strength of hip. Woo. Hold that. 3, 2, and let's bring it back down. Oh. Great, let's turn ourselves to the front. Left foot steps back. Left knee lowers. Big hip flexor stretch. Or if you demand it, hamstring half split or full split. I feel like it would be just unfair if I didn't offer a full split in a split class. So here you go. Now I like tucking my back toe because it feels good on my knees. You can have a pointed toe. You can have blocks by your side. You could be nowhere near the ground, okay? It all still counts as a split. Now, to help me really feel square, I like to imagine like I'm zippering my legs together and going right back, left, forward. That way I'm really working towards squareness. Another thing that helps me, since my right leg is forward, I like to take my left hand on that shin bone, right hand on my hamstring. So I'm kind of twisting here. Last 5 seconds. And we'll work our way out of here. That's always a not pretty sight sometimes. Whoa! Okay. I'm gonna step my left foot forward. Oh, yikes. Right foot goes back. Right knee lowers, lunge. And then half split. Left side is my not great side, so. So this is gonna feel terrible. Full splits, if you need them, if you want them. Oh. Especially because I've been trying to train my legs to be stronger. And anytime I do weight training, I just feel like I lose my legs. So this is good. We need to do more of this, guys. Now again, think zipper. Right leg forwards, left leg back. Or my old twisty trick. Since left leg is forward, right hand on front leg, left hand on back leg. And don't forget to breathe. Five seconds. Okay, I'm done. Let's bring it back. Both feet at the top. And then I'm just gonna sit down onto my butt. And I'm gonna hug my knees and give myself a little aftercare because I feel like I just got dommed by myself. And then let's take this whole ball of yourself, roll it down onto the ground. And take a couple breaths in this Apanasana shape. And then we'll take it into a twist. Both knees to your left. I like, after especially all those split things, doing a nice little wrap leg. Oh. All right, same exact twist over to the other side because I feel like it's time to wrap it up now. Haven't looked at the clock. All right, let's take you back to center. Lengthen out through your leggings. Shimmy your shoulders underneath you, almost like you're taking the back of your neck flesh and stretching it long, keeping that kind of round, bulbous part at the back of your head high. I want you to spend 10 more breaths here. Start to find some wiggles in your body. Maybe even bringing your arms up above your head. And choosing a side to roll over onto. Ooh. And after pushing yourself up to a seat, take a moment to express gratitude for your space, for yourself. Maybe extend a little love to somebody that needs it today, or a little extra to you if you need it yourself. Oh, my goodness. It is such an honor to teach you. My friends, thank you so much for doing that ass kicker with me. Oh, yep. Snap, crackle, it, pop. Oh no, Claudia, I know that happened, right? Daylight savings time. Everybody that isn't in America is like, wait, what? Y'all's time changed? Good job, you guys. Oh, thank you, Ellie. Yes. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. Adrian, yes, thank you, Mama. Whew. My legs feel absolutely silly right now. I feel like the lower half of my body is drunk. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm feeling real wiggly. Oh, Kayla. Thank you, Kayla Dixon. Oh, Ashley, that was a mess. Oh my God, Jasna. Or is it Yasna? This was wonderfully brutal. I kept thinking about the Rice Krispies. They have a Croatian name that is hard to pronounce. Yeah, I'd probably brutalize it. They just renamed them balls. Nice. Oh my gosh. Well, I'll have to look up the name. I'm going to Google it, and then we'll cross-reference so that when I make my way to Croatia eventually, I'll be able to talk about the Rice Krispies. Oh, Jessica Cruz, same. I'm feeling like a banana split. Yes, Shayla. I send every piece of my love to your hips and low back. Yeah, right, Helly? I haven't had a lot of candy from Europe. Only like English candy and Irish candy. So we need to go further east. Yeah, God save anybody that tries to attack me today. I'm going to high kick them right in their face. Watch out. That's what this is, guys. It's cross-training for life. So, upcoming classes that we got. Thursday, we have our beginner's flow. And Friday, we have a slow flow. It's going to be really chill, just kind of stretching and being silly. It's called Night at the Tavern. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. We're going to have drinks. We're going to talk shit. We're going to cheers and be stretchy and adorable. So hopefully, if you're a member of my Patreon, I'll be sending out those links day of class. You can join us. Yes. This was amazing. I'll be back next week. We'll be doing the same stuff, working on our transitions, working on our fun timings and things. And maybe I'll leave our lower bodies alone and go upper body. Yes, Jessica, me too. You got to just start. You got to just send it. Send it on a Monday. Well, now Jasna, she's done with the day, so they can just eat dinner and go Mimi's. All right, you guys. You did amazing. If I don't see you at all this week, I look forward to seeing you next Monday. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Email me, message me on Instagram at the bottom of the screen. That's, some ways you can contact me. Yeah. Amazing job. Yes, Yasna, thank you. Can't wait to see you. All right, my lovelies. See you next time.